Well, what's going on, guys? So, we're sitting here at lunch, dude. It's Monday. It's been a hectic weekend, dude. So, we're gonna get out there, man, and do the lower ball joints and the upper control arms on the '03 Hemi Ram. Dude, that did not go as planned. So, I'll kind of run y'all through the weekend, man, and what went down and how crazy it did get before it was all over this morning. We had to start another work week, man. So I had to take my daughter prom dress shopping and, haircut. Man, we all know, dude, 18-year-old little girls, 17-year-old little girls. She's almost 18. So Saturday, we're getting her hair cut, dude. Took 3 hours. And my dad called me, so DIY dad called me, said, son, I want to replace these bushings in my lower control arms. I've already went and bought them. I'll meet you at the shop, 3:30 or so. We'll get them knocked out, and that'll be that. So I'm like, yeah, I'm always going to be there for you, Pop. So fast forward a few hours, get to the shop. We get the passenger side off. We get the bushing swapped out, man. I start a video on it. We go to do the driver's side, man, and it's just one thing after another. Next thing you know, it's like 9 o'clock at night. Excuse me. So I tell DIY dad, look, big dog, we'll do this next weekend. We got one side done. The worst side is done out of the both. We'll deal with it. It's late. I got to get my daughter from work. This, that, and the other. So we wrap it up, throw the wheels on, man. He goes to leave the shop. I just took off, man. I had to go to O'Reilly's, so I took off. Boom, he calls me. The front wheel fell off. So if you go back to the CV axle video, you can hear the popping on the front end at the end of the video when he's backing out. Now, he's been curious what the popping was. I told him it sounded like a ball joint popping. Or, it sounded like a ball joint to me. Well, lo and behold, the front wheel fell off, man. The lower ball joint gave out. Completely destroyed that brand new CV axle that we just put in. Got to do the lower ball joint. And now we got to do both sides because I don't want to just do one side and then the other side fails. So we're not going to go down that road. So this all went down 9:30 at night. By 10 o'clock, I've got the front of his car on a forklift. And we're getting this thing put in place, man. We had to get it parked. It's about to start raining. So we did that. We locked it up. We left it at his shop. I took him home. So I got to call him today, see if he's jacked it up and seen what all he did mess up, because it only looked like the lower ball joint and the CV axle. I mean, he had just left his shop, so it wasn't like, he was doing 50 or 60 down the road. He was probably doing about 5 miles an hour, which was a blessing all on its own. Now, with that, yesterday, man, it rained all day yesterday, dude. Like I said, today's Monday. That was Sunday. Yesterday was Sunday. It rained all day. Wasn't a very pleasant day. So the weekend kind of went south for the plans that I had with the truck and so on and so forth. And then, that's how it went. So I wanted to give y'all an update. Oh, hold up, Screw. Hold up, dude. Before I leave, y'all. On the '09 Hemi Ram. So I did go down and have a front end alignment. I'll put a video out later. I'll show y'all the sheet. Actually, I can show it to you right now. I got it right here. I'll try to put it up here long enough to where if y'all want to pause the video and see it, y'all can. I don't know if y'all can pick them numbers up. So that's where we're at. The red was the top. The middle is the toe, and then the bottom is the adjustments that they had to do and how far it was out since I did the lower control arms. So I hope that was long enough. Y'all could pause it and get the numbers y'all want to get if you're interested in seeing that. And if you're not, well, the information is still there for you to look at. So With that, the truck drives excellent. Except now that everything else is nice and fresh under there and tight, them front shocks are ridiculously bad. And with that, if you go back to my lower control arm video and you look, them shocks are old, wore out, and they're two different shocks. They're not the same brand shocks. So somebody just threw something on there, whatever. Now, with all that, dude, I got to get back to work. Lunchtime's over. So y'all keep living the dream, doing your thing. Like and subscribe. Always hit your boy up with a comment. And that's what's going down with the Auto Guy DIY and Bill's Garage.